What's up? So today I'm going to be doing I guess it's like a meme deck. It's not meant to be professional in any sense or competitive or anything. It's just for fun. Because Gravekeepers are very good at getting out a boss monster. By getting out, I mean having a lot of material on the field. So it's quick Slifer the Sky Dragon deck, okay? Very simple. You got Slifer, obviously. You have 3 Gravekeeper spies. A Gravekeeper's Recruiter, Descendant, Guard, Headman, you got 2 of them, 2 Noblemen, 2 Spiritualist, 2 Necrovalley Thrones, 3 if you have them, I don't, 3 Necrovalley, because it's important, 2 Rite of Spirit, 3 Quintet Magician, you don't need 3, you can just use 1, and 3 Supernaturalist. And that's it. So the idea is very simple. You use Nobleman, and Spy, and Rite of Spirit, and Throne to get a extra monster onto the field, have 3, use Slifer, use cards of Sanctity, use 3 cards to sacrifice for Slifer, can be used at the end of your turn. If you normal summon Slifer the Sky Dragon that turn, both players draw until they have 6 cards in their hands. If you don't have that many cards, you use that skill, you get 6 cards, but your opponent does too. If you do have some cards, and if you have Supernaturalist on the field, Supernaturalist will let you draw a card at the end of your turn, whatever card you want, if it's a Gravekeeper card, and then you get to normal draw, so you get even more cards in your hand for Slifer to use. Super easy, super fun, not competitive. I used it in the ladder last season. I didn't do that great, and you never use Slifer. It's like Slifer is like a... You are going to win without Slifer probably no matter what, but you can just use Slifer for fun, and it's a theme deck because you're using Yugi and Card of Sanctity, so you don't really need to, it's just for fun, okay?
It's time to duel!
So first with this crazy dumb deck is, Zane Truesdale. I will, don't think I use Slifer every duel, because it's objectively hard to actually get Slifer to be good, because God cards suck, but it happens eventually. So I use Throne and get Spy, set him face down. Zane, of course, is using a Zane deck. He summons Cyber Dragon and summons another Cyber Dragon, attacks into Spy, Spy flips, summons Nobleman. Nobleman gets destroyed and is able to set a Spy, so pretty much nothing has happened in turn 2 technically. Then we got another Nobleman, so I set Nobleman. He attacks into Nobleman with Cyber Dragon. I get to set Guard, and then he attacks into Guard, even though he just saw the 1900. I flip Cyber Dragon back into his hand because he already has a monster, he can't summon it again. I throw down a Descendant, pop off my guards to destroy his Cyber Dragon, summon onto a Spiritualist, attack into him with the 3 monsters I have on the field, and that's game. That's it. Because Gravekeepers are actually a really good deck by themselves, you don't need Slifer, but I'm trying to get Slifer out just for the giggles, you know. We get to go second and have 2 spies and a Throne in our hand, so she sets a card, I get to use Necrovalley right off the bat, rip into it, throw it on the ground, pull out Throne to get my Spiritualist. Spiritualist will then let me not die from Yubel by distributing enough 2 monsters to summon Supernaturalist. Supernaturalist, while on the field with Necrovalley, cannot be destroyed by card effects, and Necrovalley cannot be destroyed by card effects either. So she uses the Avatar to pop the Yubel in her hand in order to special summon the next level of Yubel from her deck. Nothing happens, I pull a card. Because of Supernaturalist effect, Terra Incarnate cannot destroy Supernaturalist while Necrovalley's there. I get to keep ripping into cards with her, his effect. And passing because I cannot destroy Terra Incarnate. Keep throwing out, I got Spiritualist to get another Supernaturalist with Spiritualist effect to fusion summon. Still, nothing, it's just a giant stalemate. Why did I keep this duel? I guess I kept this duel to show you that Yubel kind of sucks. But I'm trying to work on a Yubel deck in order to make a Yubel video, so what is that gonna say about what I do? So, more cards. I get Descendant, pop off Supernaturalist, pop off Yubel, attack into a Spirit Cerebral, and attack into her life points directly, 2k, and forfeit. I believe I only tributed off because I saw the final form of Yubel going to graveyard. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what exactly happened. Could be 100% wrong because I wasn't actually paying attention. I was pretty bored of that duel, so hopefully you are not as bored as I was. Oh, Yubel again? Oh, this is magical. 2 Yubels. 2. Oh, with the controversial playmat and sleeves. By controversial, I mean a lot of people don't like it, and a lot of people do like it. So I get to be lucky enough to get Supernaturalist turn 1 again, in case I'm going against another Yubel, because usually when you play as Yubel, you play a Yubel deck, because of her like 2 or 3 skills, primarily her level 30 skill. My name is Yubel. It's the main reason to use her. So I attack into a face down with Supernaturalist. I get to pull a Descendant into my hand. Then they will set 2 cards, a monster and a magic card, or I guess a trap card. Back row, I meant back row. Activates trap when I flip over my card, then I tribute all off for Slifer. So I get to summon Slifer, use Rite of Spirit to bring my Supernaturalist back at a lower attack because of its effect. Attack into the monster. I only have 2 cards in my hand, so I cannot even destroy it with Slifer. I use cards of Sanctity in order to draw 3 more cards and allow the opponent to draw 4 or 5, I believe. She uses Rebirth of that Phoenix to bring a card on the field. Slifer then lowers its attack by 2,000 thanks to its effect. It pops off my Slifer, but I cannot do that to Supernaturalist with Necrovalley in the field. So I pull out another Spiritualist, fusion summon a 3rd and final Supernaturalist with... Was that the 3rd one? I'm getting confused with the last game. I think it's the 2nd one. Anyways, I attack in. She brings out Yubel with her other variant of the Yubel deck she's using. I have 2 Headman, a Throne, a Nobleman, a Descendant in my hand. Descendant would be key to getting rid of Yubel. She shows me her card. I did not read that. And as she tries to bring the Sacred Phoenix out and the Cerulean Sacred Phoenix, the ritual version, they can't come out because of Necrovalley. And I don't know how she doesn't know that because it's a pretty well-known card at this point. Dark Dimensions has been out for a while. Anyways, it pop off Yubel with Descendant and attack directly. So following the 2 Yubels is hopefully no more Yubels anymore, but at least I used Slifer that duel, and his effect was quite helpful against the Cerulean Sacred Phoenix, the ritual version. Get to use Throne to bring out a Spy, because Spy is pretty important in his deck. Set Spy, pass, that's all I can do right now. He uses a Red Eyes Fusion to bring Swordswoman and a Red Eyes from the deck to the graveyard to summon Red Eyes Slash. Pull out Amazon Swordswoman to an equip card on Slash and attack into Spy. Spy flips over to summon Nobleman. Nobleman's on the field, so I can't get hurt too much. I pass because I want Nobleman to get destroyed in order to summon a Spy. I get it destroyed, I get to set a Spy. And then Slash will attack on a Spy. I will flip Spy over in order to bring another Nobleman, like nothing has happened so far. We're back on turn 1. I finally get my Necrovalley that I've been waiting for. He uses Red Eye Spirit, which is perfect timing because using this timing would allow Red Eyes to come back from the graveyard before Necrovalley's effect comes into play. Then I summon Spiritualist to get Supernaturalist on the field. Flip over Nobleman, attack into Swordswoman so I don't get any her effect damage done. Attack into Slash Dragon. Then he uses Retro Dragon from the hand to try to bring a monster from the graveyard, which does not work. Slash Dragon's effect also does not work thanks to Necrovalley. I pull a monster, I believe it was Nobleman, from Supernaturalist effect. No, not Nobleman, sorry, Descendant. Was it Descendant? I think it was Spy. I was wrong. I attack into Red Eyes with Supernaturalist, pull a Spiritualist into my hand. I want to get, Slifer out on the field. So with Spy set, flip Spy, set Rite of Spirit, summon Recruiter, accidentally put Supernaturalist in defense mode when I try to activate his effect. And with Slifer out, I attack directly for 3,000 and win. If something had happened, I would have used Rite of Spirit to bring Supernaturalist back and fought him off that way. Seto Kaiba versus Yami Yugi. The duel of all anime. Win and I gain rank. I believe this was Platinum 3? If that. Maybe even lower. He summons a monster, ends his turn. It's a level 8, thanks to its effect. I throw out Necrovalley, I've got Supernaturalist almost every turn 1 that I've gone. This is insane. This is a very consistent deck. In order to get Supernaturalist out, I attack into his monster, destroy it, get to bring a throne into my hand, so I can play any play I need to play, depending on what he does on his turn. He summons Snipe Hunter. Snipe Hunter cannot destroy Necrovalley or Supernaturalist on the field with his effect. So nothing happens, even though he got a 4. I summon Headman. I was about to summon Spiritualist. He quits the app because he knows that that's not gonna happen. So I used Slifer twice. Not super exciting, but Gravekeepers are just way better at themselves than summoning a boss. But they are able to summon pretty much any boss you need to sacrifice for. Slifer was just a fun little experiment because I used Exodia before in another video if you want to watch that. And that is it. I hope you enjoy. I've got an invoked deck after the ban list, and I can't remember what the other one is. I got an invoked Dino deck coming out soon that I've been working on, and I hope you enjoy that video when it comes out. Peace out.